Hey folks, um, just having a nice little day off here. It's like 10 in the morning, I think. It's closer to 11. But, yeah, I'm just having a nice little day off. It's raining gently outside, which kind of sucks because I was sort of thinking about going out for a walk, but no, I don't want to walk. Certainly not while it's raining. Plus, my new job has been putting a lot of physical strain on me because previously I did not have nearly that kind of physical strain on me. So I'm feeling a lot more physically exhausted, like all the time. So going for a walk doesn't really sound that appealing. Certainly not in the rain. Although I do like the rain, I don't necessarily want to walk for it in like a 45-minute thing that doesn't need to happen. So, uh, anyway, oh, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow because then I'll have to walk to work in the rain. It'll be fine. Anyway, so I figured I should make a video since I'm off and it's kind of a just kind of a quiet, rainy day where I don't have anything else to do, so I have no excuse. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to I guess do another tale from Galaxies because I've been slacking on that. I'm fully aware of that. I've been slacking in general, and I apologize, but I was sick between the last video and this video. So I actually was feeling like total fucking trash. I missed a day of work. I almost left during a shift because I felt so awful. Oh, excuse me. Like I was lifting something that wasn't very heavy, and I was like straining and sweating and like I just couldn't do it. I was completely sapped of energy. So you know, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone to work that day, but I did it. I completed the shift. Whatever. It happened. It's done with. And I'm not sick now, although I do still feel bad because I haven't been sleeping well the last couple of nights. And yeah, anyway, before we talk any more about things that aren't the topic of the video, let's move on to the actual fucking topic of the video. Because I'm sure some of you are getting irritated and being like, Brandon, you dickhead, just do it. So here we go. Tale from Galaxies. So there is a lot of stuff that happened. It's probably not worth talking about, so I might throw in little anecdotes here and there just to put them in just in case. But I'm mostly going to try to stay on topic and talk about the story that we're here to talk about. So today I'm going to talk about guild drama. That's right, we're going to talk about guild drama. It's nothing too crazy. So this might not even be that great of a video, but when I was in the guild Ice. Ice was an Imperial guild in the Shadowfire server, and it was a great place for everything I remember it for, anyway. I had a lot of cool people that I interacted with that were in the guild, did lots of fun stuff, and some of these people, if I had any communication with them, I'd still be cool with them to this day because they were all really nice people. Now, because my dumbass was playing on like an Eastern server, which when I made my character, I don't think I fully understood what I was even picking from when I was looking at the server selection. I didn't really understand all that stuff because I barely had experienced the internet at that point, so I didn't really know. Anything about like the latency or anything like that. So yeah, I played on a server that was probably ill suited for the like entirety of the time I played Star Wars Galaxies, but it mostly wasn't really ever a problem. Or at least if it was like I was so used to it that I didn't really care. So yeah, when I joined Shadowfire, I don't think I really understood what I was joining. I just picked a server, but um, so the point the reason I'm bringing this up is that there was a lot of British people in this server. So for example, I knew a couple of the people were British, mostly because I had at one point joined a was it Ventrilo, something like that. One of those like voice chat things that I don't think people really use now because everyone just talks about Discord all the time now. So I don't know if people use stuff like that. But that was something that was around at the time. I don't remember if that's what we used though. But I remember one time I did join the voice chat, and I until I'm like really comfortable speaking with someone in general, I don't like doing voice chat. I don't like when I play a game with random people. I don't like to voice chat ever. So yeah, if I can help it, I don't. But yeah, I quickly realized that everyone was British, and I was like, huh, it's kind of perfect because we're an imperial guild and the empire is filled with British people for some reason. Um, it's one of those things about Star Wars that's funny to me. It's like, why are they all British? Is being an imperial officer like a racial thing? I mean, maybe it is because I know Imperials typically don't really like aliens. They're very human centric. So maybe that's part of it. I guess I don't know. Anyway, this isn't related to the story. Um, so yeah, I will mention the names of some cool people because if they still use those names online, I don't feel bad mentioning their names because they're cool people. You know, nothing bad about them. Daho, Daho. That was one of my favorite guys in the guild. He was just really cool and very helpful, very very kind man. Another great person was Erime. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly because I don't think I ever heard the name spoken out loud. It was Erimeh, and I think her name was Erin, like Erin, in real life. So I think it's probably Erime and not like Irime because of the pronunciation of like Erin, Erime, or Erime. I don't I don't know, but she was cool. She was cool as hell. She gave me a very expensive item once. Just gave it to me because I couldn't afford it at the time. Hi, also bear. I couldn't afford it at the time, and oh, and I also was having trouble getting it to drop when I would run the dungeon or whatever that I was running to get it. It just was not fucking dropping, so I was having a tough time getting my hands on it, and I really wanted one, and she just fucking gave it to me, and it was worth like 5 million credits or something, which, I guess depending on how you play the game, that's maybe not too expensive, but I think I had just bought like a jetpack for 60 mil, so I was wiped out of fucking cash. But yeah, she just gave it to me, and I've always remembered that as being just one of the really most generous things. For me, like, I'm not saying I was like not involved in the guild because I tried to help guild members out or like be a participant, sorry, in guild stuff when I could, but I don't know, like I was probably like some dumb 15 or 16-year-old. Maybe I was even 14 or 13 at the time. Because I don't remember what year or anything that might have happened in. I just remember that it happened and it was very cool. Um, but yeah, I was just like some like presumably obnoxious kid. I don't know. I don't know if I was annoying when I was younger. Because obviously, if I was annoying and nobody told me, I don't know that I would know. So, hi, baby bear. My cat's really, really interested in getting me to pet him right now. And it's a shame. He won't sit in my lap. He's too big, so he doesn't feel like steady in my lap. I can always tell because when he does jump in my lap, if he tries to lay down, it's like a fucking active challenge to keep him in my lap because he's so big. He just has this like tendency to kind of like roll off of my legs. So sorry, Oso Bear. I wish I had a bigger lap so you had more surface area to support you. But despite how fat my gut is now, my legs are not really that fat or not that large. So any fucking way, I'm sorry. Every time I realize what I'm doing, I always get really mad at myself. So, guild drama. I just realized we haven't even fucking gotten close, and we're what, 10 minutes in? Oh my god, I'm a fucking failure. So, I will not mention the names of the shitty people involved in this situation, primarily because I don't remember them, but secondarily because this was so long ago, and this was in, a fucking video game that doesn't even exist anymore. It's like, what if they use the same usernames in some other part of their life now? I would feel like that is completely unnecessary to bring that up and potentially just unnecessarily get them involved in something. Or, there's also the possibility that somebody else uses those names in some other thing. I remember one of them, their name started with an S. That's all I remember, but that's not really that helpful. So, I don't remember what I was doing at the time, but I had the guild chat open and I was just kind of like half keeping an eye on it just in case anyone had some kind of activity that they wanted to do. And, here, come here, Bear. Come on, you want to jump in my lap anyway? Even after what I said? Oh, boy. That's a large boy. He might jump right out, and I won't feel bad. It won't feel sad if he does it. So, what the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I was keeping, like, a half eye on guild chat. Yeah, there he goes. Hey, big guy. So, I was keeping a half eye on guild chat, and I noticed an argument. Really vicious one, too. Like, it was the kind of argument where it wasn't like a two sides thing. It was like a one-side thing where it's like one person is clearly the villain, the asshole, the shitbag, and the other person really doesn't deserve what's being thrown at them. Hi, buddy. Oh my god. That's so cute. Hi, Bear. So, at some point, I think I just got sick of it, and I started getting a little combative. I don't remember exactly what I said. I wish I had a memory for the chat as it happened. I wish I knew exactly what was said so I could reflect and say maybe I came on too strong, or maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought and I overreacted. I don't know. But what I do remember is the feeling that, again, this one person was totally in the wrong and the other person was not deserving of this person's shit. Like, it was mean, it was unnecessary. So I started saying something because I wasn't just going to sit there and, not do anything. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't in any kind of position to remove this person from the guild or even threaten them with that. Couldn't do it myself. And the only person who was there wouldn't do it because that was her boyfriend. So she was getting protected, even though she was clearly being a vicious cunt by her fucking idiot boyfriend, who was just like, well, probably I would kick someone else for doing this, but it's my girlfriend, so she can just do whatever the fuck she wants, and I'm not even going to say, hey, babe, calm down, stop talking to her, just ignore her, whatever. No, he was just going to just sit there and let it happen, which is really just ugly. It doesn't make the guild look good to other people in the guild. Like if a new member was just sitting there, you think they'd want to stick around if that's the impression they were getting from the fucking guild? Probably not. So I got a private message from the boyfriend basically telling me, if you keep arguing with my girlfriend about the fact that she's being a bitch to this person for no reason. I mean, he didn't say that part, of course. But pretty much, he was going to kick me out of the guild if I didn't stop. And my response was, fuck you. And here's the funny thing. I don't remember if I quit preemptively, because that is something I would do. And I also don't remember if I just kept arguing with the girlfriend and then I got kicked, like he said he would. I don't remember. Point is, I wasn't in the guild anymore. But I don't remember if that was... Well, no matter what, it was my intention, because if I kept arguing, purposely ignoring what he said, then I knew I was going to get kicked out of the guild. And if I left, then obviously I left. So either way, I was intentionally removed from the guild by my own actions. The only thing I don't remember is the exact form that that took. Either way, I was out of the guild. And I think somebody messaged me and they were asking what happened. And I explained. I was like, look, he's protecting his girlfriend while she just fucking abuses other people verbally. And I don't want to stick around and be a part of that. So, maybe I could have just kept my mouth shut and ignored it, but I didn't. So here we are. So I'm not in the guild anymore. Sorry. And something happened, which obviously I couldn't see because I wasn't in the guild, but they were not in the guild anymore. Now, funnily enough, I also don't remember if they quit purposely or if they were removed by someone else who was like brought into the situation to deal with it. I don't remember. Because I wasn't there to witness it, so that probably would have helped me remember if I knew what happened. But I just know that they weren't in the guild anymore, and then I was personally invited back. I don't remember who invited me back. It might have been Daho, or maybe someone else. But I got a message from somebody, and they were like, "Look, I'm sorry about what happened. They're not here anymore. We would like it if you came back." And I said, "You know what? I will come back because." Those pieces of shit aren't around anymore, and fuck it. I had no problem with anyone else in the guild, so I was like, hell yeah, I'll come back. And we had great times because I was in ice for a very long time. I think it was only when the Shadowfire server was getting merged, because what they did was they gave everyone who was left in the game like a free transfer, and then they condensed how many servers there were. So Shadowfire was one of the ones that went. So I ended up going to Bria, something like that. Oh god, I can't remember because this was like towards the end of the game's lifespan, from my perspective for sure. So I didn't spend a lot of time on this server, so I kind of forgot what it was called. It was something like that. So I ended up going there, and Shadowfire was gone. So obviously the guild didn't exist anymore. And I'm sure they went to a server that was appropriate for them. But the reason I went to the one I went to is because my dad transferred to that one. And it just made more sense because, like, by that point, I was old enough and smart enough to know that, yeah, I should probably pick one that's actually, like, West Coast so that I'm not having this nonsense latency for no reason. So, yeah, we ended up going there, and I never spoke to any of those folks again because I did actually have communication with Daho and Arame through MySpace, but that was MySpace. I don't have any communication with them anymore, so that's a little bit of a shame because I thought they were really cool people. If I'm not mistaken, they're probably both in their 30s at the time, so they might be in their 40s or 50s by now. But they were nice people. Now, I said if I'm not mistaken. I hope it's not like Daho comes back and he's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like 31 now. No, he was definitely a lot older than me because I was super young when I joined ICE, and they were like definitely all adults. Well, those two people anyway. A lot of them I don't remember like what they looked like or how old they were. And the only reason I knew what Daho and Arame looked like is because we were friends on MySpace. And Daho actually, he put his fucking name Daho in his MySpace name as like a parentheses, so he rocked that shit. I think Arame did the same thing. But yeah, they were fucking cool people, and I miss them. So if by some chance Daho or Arame, if you're watching this, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what's up. How you been? I missed you guys. I missed Galaxies. It was a long ass time ago, and honestly, I won't be too insulted if you don't remember me. I'll tell you my username in the comments if you guys happen to see this video. I don't feel too much pressure to mention my character name at all. I just haven't mentioned it at all while doing this. Maybe I'll mention it eventually. But there's not really a whole lot of point because I don't think anyone watching these videos would have met me. That would be interesting because, again, I get jack shit for views. I'm fully self-aware here. I'm not under any delusions that like thousands of people watch my videos or something. I know I get like fucking 2-3 views a video, but yeah, the odds of one of those 2 or 3 people watching being somebody who met me on Shadowfire when I played fucking Star Wars Galaxies 10 years ago, pretty slim. Pretty fucking slim. Probably not going to happen. So, Jesus Christ. I don't know if you guys heard that on the mic. My cat just fucking slammed in the room. I have a little like vent opening. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again because I don't expect everyone to watch all of my videos. A little vent opening in the wall that the cats come in and out of because I popped the cover off of it because I got sick of being asleep and hearing at my door. So they just come and go through the hole. But he fucking torpedoed through that shit. It was like, I hope he didn't hurt himself. Are you okay, Bear? Come here, buddy. Yeah, he's okay. Come here, Bear. Hi, buddy. He's so cute. He's so soft. Anyway, sorry, the video should have been over by now. This one's a little looser, little shittier than normal, probably. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. I'm still tired because even though I finally got some sleep last night, it's not like it did a huge amount for me. I still feel like shit. So yeah, I'm still a little tired, and I don't know. I haven't made a video, or certainly not one of these in a while, so I'm not as in the mode as I should be. So I apologize for that. And I'll try to get some more stuff out more frequently, hopefully. And I might try to do my next Tale from the Galaxies as soon as I can, so that there's not however long it's been since the last one. It's probably been like a month, huh? Or I don't know. Time's passing weirdly for me these days. But anyway, sorry if you thought this video was terrible and shitty. I apologize. And if you liked it, thanks. You're far too kind for some reason. Weirdo. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, which I might just make the next one another Tale from the Galaxies, because at least I know what I'm doing when I make these. Like, I just have to remember the story and tell the story. Whereas with other stuff, it's kind of harder for me to get going, because believe me, I would make a lot more videos if I had more things I knew I was going to do. But I don't know what I'm going to do half the time. So, bye-bye. See you guys next time.